You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show.
Actually, I got a message. I remember sort of like being on the flight and I got this message through my ear, and I can only describe it as God saying, from now on, when you get offered something, you say yes. And that's the only reason why I said yes to that invite. And I was not happy. To the point where I remember the night before you sent me a message going, are you excited? And I didn't respond. And I'm a responder. Like if you message me, I'll respond straight away. I didn't respond because I didn't trust to say, no, not really. So I was like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to be there. But the most crazy thing is I walked in to that event. I was in Kensington, wasn't it? I remember walking in and bumping into somebody who we both now know, Marja and stuff. And I'd met Marja once for like seconds, and I had no designs on knowing her. I wasn't sure whether we aligned or not and stuff. So like, I'd met her seconds in Amsterdam, but she saw me and she came and gave me the greatest hug. And then she started to confide in me, and it was almost like time stood still. Because between her confiding in me and me walking into this room with you, we sat next to each other. And I remember Marja sat in front of me and she stood back up and she went, I've just received a message. And that's normally my line. And she went, I've just received a message. And she turns around and she goes, there's a platinum guest ticket. It's worth 150 grand, right? $150,000. And she goes, and it's yours if you want it. And it's like front row seats, Tony Robbins. I remember you being next to me and you literally almost fainting.
I remember being like, of course Vic's manifested this. Like, Vic manifests everything. This is amazing. I just used to watch in awe, like watching a movie.
Well, you were sat like there and you literally just went, and I just went, I'm not going to go. So get off. And you were like, and I turned around. I was really polite to her though. I said, look, I'll think about it, because it was like a 2 or 3 day event. I was like, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. But yeah, that trip completely changed my life. And it was all because of you, and you just arriving in my life and creating opportunities that I did eventually take. Because that trip took me to America. As soon as I eventually said yes, because I didn't want to say yes, that same day, somebody gifted me a hotel room worth $8,000. But people that I know, my brand, some clients, some opportunities that I still get are as a result of that trip.
Because isn't it fascinating to look back and go, oh, it always made sense, but for whatever reason, I couldn't see it. You know, what advice would you give to people that maybe are listening or watching that don't know what they're here to do and they can't connect with that and they're maybe feeling a little lost?
Just contact me. The thing is, that's my job. I help you to contact your purpose very, very quickly. I run a workshop at the moment called Ignite Your Intuition. And what's so great about it is within 2 hours, everybody who attends connects to their purpose. Everybody who attends connects to their intuition. It's phenomenal. But also, here's my advice. Even if you don't come and see me, acknowledge this, that your purpose has known you for years. And all you need to do is open the door and welcome it in. So a lot of the time, when people connect to their purpose, they go, I've been doing this for years. But maybe not in the dish that you've seen it in. I talk a lot about food. So, it's maybe not in the dish that you've seen it in, but also there's a difference between knowing your purpose and embodying it. So a lot of people will know their purpose and go, yep, I know what I'm meant to do. My purpose is cooking, blah, blah. But the embodiment of it is something very different. And when people see me, they're attracted to something. They're attracted to the embodiment of my purpose and my intuition. It may not necessarily be the body of Victoria. It's the embodiment of, because that's what holds true. So if I say to somebody, look, this is what I do. I'm an intuit, I'm a seer, I'm a healer. Nobody will ever argue that because I completely embody it. I don't need to convince somebody about it.